Alright everyone, this is episode 11 in my survival series where we work on a stable and a bee garden among other exciting things, so strap in and let's go. Alright you guys, as you can see here, I've got a fancy new little doodad over here in my right hand. I got myself a new backpack after much time spent talking about it. I have finally gone and figured it out, so I've got a bunch of random stuff in here. Not super organized as usual, but yeah, I'm excited to try this. I do not know how to equip it. I tried Googling, tried a couple of things that didn't work. But for now, I mean, it's easy enough to, you just hover over it in your hotbar, right click, and then it's there. I don't know. But I'll troubleshoot a few more things and see if I can figure out how to get me wearing it. But until then, let's get started on our project. So what I'm wanting for the stable is I'm gonna be putting it here and then the bee garden next to it, or vice versa. Maybe I'll put the stable here, bee garden here. Doesn't really matter for my purposes, so that is going to involve a lot of boring stuff for the next few minutes, so I'll spare you, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I kind of remembered part of the reason why I had this level the way I did. Because as I am doing this, and we had ourselves a friend down there a minute ago. I can hear him rattling around. I remembered why I did this. Which I could go back then and just cover it up the way it was and kind of forget I just did all this terraforming, but now it's like now that I've started, I'm just gonna get on with it. But yeah, it is a kind of humbling lesson. There we go. Okay, this is generally the area that I am going to use. One of my goals is to have 3 horses and a 5 hive bee garden nest, 5 nest bee garden. I don't know. I usually see a bunch of horses kind of back there behind me there. I know I've seen at least 1 or 2 in the past, so I don't think that will be a challenge. I know that with all the forest there, the hive shouldn't be a massive challenge. So yeah, I am gonna get to it and keep you posted about the boring stuff I do when you're not looking. I'm thinking for the floor in the stable, I think I'm gonna use cobblestone. Only because it kind of, it blends in with the current decor that I have going on in other things there, but also it just, I don't know, call me crazy, but cobblestone just like, I don't know, it feels horsey. I mean, I don't know. I look at cobblestone and like old-timey roads with horses and carriages. I don't know. Call me crazy, whatever. Call me crazy, just don't call me late for dinner, am I right? You know what, I think instead of that, oh, but I don't want to dig down again. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go like this, and let's see. I might then put like a slab on the bottom. Oh, because some of this is gonna be bee garden. How much of this do I actually want for the horses? I was gonna have them next to each other, so let's say, I mean, a bee garden doesn't need to be particularly wide, I don't think. If we just say, like, split it 50-50, maybe? Split it 50-50 like that? Half for the stables, half for the bee garden? I think that's fair. Let's see. I was gonna make the floor cobblestone, which I should have brought more with me. But luckily I have accumulated so much over the course of my other videos. I am not in short supply. I'm in extremely long supply, to the point where I would love for a wandering trader to come over here and offer me something sweet in return for some cobblestone. I'm in abundance. Why didn't I grab more when I was over there? Brr. As you guys can see, I did recently beef up my cow farm again after decimating the supply when I was making the leather armor for Legion. Yeah, I'm happy to see those happy faces in there again. It's like I always say, they are pretty happy. They're happy until they're sad, right? Yeah, glad to have those I think they're all lasses. And technically, I think they're all lasses, but whatever. We'll say the lads and the lasses. Anyway, yeah, Mojang, how are they breeding if they're all female cows? These are the questions we ask ourselves. I'm kind of just putting a bunch down. I probably will, I don't know, do something with that when I'm putting the walls up. I'm just kind of doing this for now so I get a sense of how big I want this to be. Do I even need it to jut out this much? I don't even know that I need it to jut out this much. Because, I mean, they're not like they're not like gigantic horses. Let's even do this. Let's say, I don't know, that is about the amount of room a horse would need. Yeah, let's just do this. I got a lot of cobblestone thrown down, and I was thinking, if I know horses as well as I think I do, which is not a lot, I at least know that they're not as big as this. Get rid of this. What I can use some of this space for instead would be maybe like a cool little, I don't know, a pathway up to it or some kind of cool decorative thing in front. Use this for a wall as well. As I said before, I'm not digging in to put the floor in because, yeah, we all saw what happened. Okay, I was thinking for the wood for the stables, since Legion built the watchtower, so we're kind of leaning into and embracing a different wood color palette bit by bit. Because we have the main base here, we have like our oak, our dark oak kind of look. I think I'm going to start expanding our wood selection beyond the confines of this main area here. So I was thinking for the horse stable, I was thinking I would use some cherry and pale oak. I think that would be really cute. Kind of expanding our, broadening our horizons, I should say, as far as wood usage. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give the horses a pretty little home to live in. Let's see. So how do we want to do that? I might make pale oak the predominant color with cherry accents. Let's just do that. We got the tree farm. We are in no supply of pale oak. Maybe I'll make some, let's see. Let's get ourselves situated here. I might make some cherry, there we go, some cherry plank slabs for an entryway into the stables. Since it's kind of, like I said, with our digging situation, I'm kind of needing to do this if I want the stables to be here. Which you could say, oh, well, just don't put them there. Well, I want them there really bad. And it is a fixed idea in my mind, and I very rigidly am not willing to compromise on it. So, that being said, it might be fun to have like a little, step up and then put a cute fence kind of up here. I don't know. That's kind of the idea that I have in my head right now. Things can always change, but yeah, we're gonna go with that and see what happens. Now, the question is, how tall do I want it to be? I don't have any horses yet to compare it with, and I am going to be putting a roof on top. So these fellas are going to need room to breathe. I think I'm going to add one layer here, and then I will kind of stand from the step back over there, kind of by the torches, and just kind of see if that seems like horse high. I don't know. I've been wanting to do this for a while because I would walk past them, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, practically speaking. I don't know if I'll ride one, but I want to own them. I don't need to explain myself. Let's sit back here. Okay, I think that should be good, in my imaginings. I think I will do this. I will put maybe a pale oak gate right here. What all do I have? What kind of wood reserves do I have? Let's see. Yeah, the only woods I have are oak. I don't know if I want to do another color wood fence. Let's do pale oak and let's see how we feel about that. All right. I'm not very organized. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of this kind of blending in and then maybe having a cherry blossom roof. I like that. So I need to keep in mind here I will actually need a gate. Should I segment them off? Ooh, I kind of like that idea as well. So here, hang tight. I'm going to segment them off. I mean, wouldn't need probably much more room than that, would they? But let's see if we can make it symmetrical. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Rah. It would be just one short. Okay. What to doozy? Oh, I think I'm going to move all this so that it's symmetrical. That's fine. We're figuring out these problems now, early on in the game here. Did I put all my cobblestone away? Please say I didn't. Yeah. That's fine. We're going to expand this out 1, and then that should give us nice symmetrical width stalls for each of the horses. I wanted to have 3. I don't really have any reasoning beyond that, as I don't have reasoning for a lot of things I do in this game. I just know that seemed like a kind of number of horses one would want to have. I don't know. Don't question me. It's not your video. So let's throw this down in the hotbar there. Let's add the extra row. Okay, yeah. So this should be the width of what we need. So let's get rid of you. Now that I have the backpack, I already have my inventory cluttered again. I'm gonna have to rethink some of my life choices here as soon as I'm done with this wall and make use of it. It's gonna be so nice to have that so much more space, especially if I'm working on a project as big as like the vacation home, which I mean, it's not the biggest build in the world. It's big by my standards. All right, so let's sort our lives out here. Right click. All right. What am I immediately not going to need? Oh, okay. So there's a reason I have these because okay. I'll go sort that out now once I move all this stuff around. There is a reason that I have yellow and there's fear ho. There's a reason I have these carpets in here, and it's kind of a funny story. I think I actually will go fix that now. But in the meantime, just kind of, oh, not needing that imminently. All right, that's not so bad. Legion can't be mad about that. But I will show you. I'm really glad I saw that because it was driving me crazy, and I forgot about it. So I forgot it was driving me crazy, but now I remembered, and I want to fix it. So here's the thing. I had needed one more villager because I wanted to make a leather worker, and so I was going to have 2 of the chuckleheads over there, 2 of the lads breed and make me another one. It just was not working. I gave them so many carrots. Then I went back to the game to get some footage for the intro narration bit, and there were twins. So now there are 4 adult men living in here. I'm not sure what to do with the 2. They can just be roommates for now. Because I had done that, and then I was like, well, whatever, they're not gonna make one, let's try another couple. And so who did I try to make a baby? Wasn't them. Yeah, there was one of them made a baby, and so I put it in here to make a leather worker. But was that a pain? Was that a hassle? So yeah, he has his cauldron, which it doesn't seem like he's taking to. I might put it down. Isn't that what he needs? Cauldron? Am I wrong? So anyway, long story short, that was why we had the green and yellow carpets, is because it was a whole thing. Legion was helping me fix something. I'm going to go back and put the carpets back down. That was a whole thing. Sorry, boys. Excuse you. Thank you. I'm redecorating your place. Excuse me. At some point, though, maybe that is fortuitous, because at some point I did want to get Trady Boys for Depth Strider and Aqua Affinity. So that might come in useful. You need to take to this cauldron. We'll want to keep that on the back burner, just of thoughts in my head of things that are potentially not working the way I want them to. Yeah, we'll table that for now. We're not in need of his service yet. Maybe he just needs a little time to think about it. All right, so now that we have this extra space, let's get this sorted out. Go like this. And then here. Okay, because then it's 1, 2, 3 space. 1, 2, 3 space. 1, 2, 3. Great. Okay. All right, so step back. Yeah, I think that is going to be perfect. So let's... Oh, I didn't make more fences. Okay, so let's make the rest of our fences. We will need a gate. Well, that's the thing too, is I'm going to need... Let's look at this. I'm going to need a gate as well. That would be dumb to throw that. Let's see, before I put any fences up here, I'm going to want a gate for each one, aren't I? So here, let's take care of that while it's on our minds here. So I'll need 3 gates. That's how you make a gate? That is how you make a gate. Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, I need more sticks. All right, so we'll put that there. We'll say fence, gate. We'll make that the sort of pattern that we're working with here. Let's bring these down here and we'll do fence, gate. Okay, so we'll get rid of this and do gate. Okay, fence, gate. I love it. All right, so I'm really liking this so far. I'm thinking what I want to do for the roof here is I want to use cherry blossom in some way. I might want to use more slabs kind of on top. I kind of like the idea of like a thin layer of pink around it, and then maybe pink fence posts for lanterns. I like that. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. Let's make more slabs here, as I only have 1 apparently. Just, let's take the lot. All right. I'm still like very much questioning whether these horses will have enough room. Okay, so now I think this will be the perfect height for horses. I didn't want to have to be the kind of thing where their heads were like literally brushing up against the top of the stables here. So let's do this and let's start throwing up some pink slabs. This is gonna look really cute. I've been using pale oak a little more. I used it a little bit in the vacation home, but I haven't really done much with cherry blossom yet. Excited to try this out. I think my the young legionaries will like this, especially one of them, their favorite color is pink, so they will think this is really cute. See? It's gonna do the thing now, isn't it? Yep. Weird Mojang magic. But I really like that. I think that is super pretty. I think I am gonna do something in the exterior to add more contrast. I think, let's see, I might make some kind of pathway leading up to it that's using some kind of darker wood, just so we get a good bit of contrast. But I do also like the idea of having the fence posts be cherry oak. So let's go grab some. I feel like it usually makes a noise when it all drops. Is cherry blossom just quiet? I don't know, I feel like there's more of like a thunk kind of, I don't know. That felt very anticlimactic, but we got what we needed. We planted another one. Put her in the old backpack there, and yeah, back to it. Made 9. Not sure how many I'll need. I think just one should do. Oh, but then where am I gonna... I should hang some on the inside too. Give them a little bit of interior lighting. Okay, so let's step back. We can have 2 on the outside. And maybe... I will... Yeah, I'll be segmenting these off too so they have their own private little space. So let's do that first, so that way we don't run into a symmetry issue with spacing of the... Let's see, of the lanterns. Finish going like this. I forgot I was gonna do that. What a shock, Mrs. Legion forgot something. Now it's not gonna work with the slabs. That's okay. That's the kind of thing that would bug Mrs. Legion normally. It is not gonna bug this Mrs. Legion. If there's a gap, there's a gap. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. I'm shockingly not bothered by that. I am bothered by that. That's gonna need to go. I mean, it's not as if they need, like, complete silence from each other. Just in case they wanted a little bit of privacy, you know? Horses have needs too, just like us. All right, so there we go. And then I think I'm gonna hang a lantern in the back of each one. So what do they have? Oh, and yes. Okay, so I can hang one in the middle. Beautiful. Well, let me hang it higher. Probably not. Yeah, probably not because of the slab. That's fine. That is gonna be a beauteous. All right, I have some iron here so we can make ourselves some torches. Still getting used to the mechanics of opening the backpack. Any lanterns? I don't know. We'll just go like that. And I'm gonna need some more torches is what I'm gonna need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, so we just need 2 more. Let's see here. All right, so let's hang these bad boys up. 1. I don't want the horsies to be accosted by any ne'er-do-wells. I think this should keep it lit up pretty well. I'm gonna make sure, of course, that this area here remains lit up. I might create some kind of, I don't know, something out here with some extra lighting just to be on the safe side. Keep our horsies safe in the face of danger. Don't know what yet, but I will noodle on that. Okay, something I for sure want to do is, I keep forgetting how to use this thing. Is I want to make another chest. I was thinking in each one I could put a chest, which Legion told me, like, you know, it's like with all animals in Minecraft, you don't need to like feed them. And since I don't intend on, like, I don't know if you can even breed horses in Minecraft. And even if you could, that's not something I intend to do. But I thought it'd just be kind of like cute and like an aesthetic thing to have like a little chest in each one. I'll put some hay in it, etc., etc. I think that's a cute idea, even if it's not like really functional in any way. I might put some apples in each one too. I do have a fair amount of those. I just look at it all while I'm here. I am just realizing that when I was describing this, I probably called this hay when it is in fact wheat. I think Mojang and every single one of you watching can confirm the fact that it is in fact wheat. But I don't know. I don't know. It was just a thought that I had. All right. But speaking of hay, I do actually want to put some hay bales out front for a decorative element. I think that is going to be my next on my to-do list, is getting us some hay bales. You make them? Remember, I used them in my Halloween video with Legion. Oh, see? See, hay might not be wheat, but you can make hay from wheat. Is hay wheat? Oh my gosh, I'm going to sound like the biggest dum-dum. Someone's going to comment and say, yeah, hay is just wheat, you know, like broken wheat. Someone's going to say that. I'm going to feel like a ding-ding. Let's see. Put some... I don't know if we want to do it like... need to be like perfectly even. Be like a maybe... put one here. I don't think it needs to be even. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it even though, because I only have one more and I actually kind of like how it looks. I like the look of it being even. We will keep it that way. rid of these. Yeah, I did need to go off adventuring to make hay bales. I just had to do this. So that being said, I'm gonna put some apples in there. Some apples in their chests here. I don't want to play favorites. I don't know. Try to make it equal to all three of them because I don't want anyone to complain. I have 3 legionaries. I know though these horses will complain if everybody doesn't have the exact same amount. I don't know. I'm not interested in like doing the whole, you know, this thing like, oh, does everyone get the same? Ugh. No. They're gonna just get what they get. All right. So we have a food source for them. We have their separated enclosures. Something I might want to do so that the horses can actually feel good about sleeping at night is making my way down below, which I really don't want to do. But maybe if I throw some torches up, then we're not going to hear as many of those delightful sounds that we're currently hearing. At least I'm hearing them. I don't know what's getting picked up for you all, but yeah. I mean, you guys had to have just heard that, right? Let's see. Never such a thing as too many torches. All right. Yeah, I mean, like right under my bed. Oh yeah, they're not happy. What if I found something cool when I was down here? No, I don't think it's deep enough to find diamonds, but what if I did? I don't know why that sounded like a... Yeah, they have baby zombies. I was gonna say that sounded like a very young zombie. Sound like a disenchanted, I don't know, teenage zombie. Oh, there's iron there. Do I want to go down here? Do I want to be brave and go down here? If I go down here, I want a quick escape route. I hear a bone boy. Oh no. I thought I heard a bone boy and saw a head. That is in fact a block. Not gonna shake a stick at some iron though. Never shake a stick at iron. Oh, I don't know. How brave do I want to be? Well, guess I'm being that brave. Alright, surely that's enough to keep them away. You would think. I mean, goodness sake. It's not... No, they're not my top priority in life. That is just gonna have to be enough. Alright, so now that I lit that up, hopefully we should be hearing them a little bit less, at least right under here. I don't know. If we hear more, we can always dig kind of under here at least, or we take all the time to put the bee guard in there. Let's kind of step back. I want to think of something to do kind of in front of it, because I don't want it to just be blank. I want to have something befitting of Roman... 3 beautiful Roman horses. Okay, to decorate kind of the area in front of where I have the stables, I might do something a bit similar in nature to what I have done on this path here. Ooh, I heard another one. I really angered them by going down there. But I have some cobblestone slabs, I have some oak planks and some oak trapdoors. I think I'm going to do that, and I already have some here. Or they're oak slabs, I guess. My bad. But to make more trapdoors, I am going to need, let's see, I do this. Okay. I think that will make it look really pretty. Can you just get... Okay, and we'll bring some dandelions. I think that'll look nice. Take all of these just to be on the safe side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put any any items related to this project into this chest. That way... we're not confusing ourselves about what we need. I'm going to offload some of this other stuff in the storage room. Alright, so let us look in here. I had put some of the things that I want for our pathway in front of here. I cleaned out my Tory a bit. So also going to move this for the time being. So I want to do it kind of randomly like I did with the pathway that I have kind of going on around the base. Some of this out of the way. Except instead of a pathway, I'm going to make it just like a general like area up front here. So let's say maybe, how many deep do we want to go? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to have to, again, be mindful of what we are doing. We can work around the chest and then just move the chest when we need to. Alright, so let's kind of randomize this. Let's have a little fun. See where it takes us here. I never have any pattern as to like how to do this. Gonna make it up. Can I put dirt under there? Nah, that's okay. It don't really matter. Kinda intentionally randomized, I guess. Random, but not random. I am noticing slightly less bad people noises, which is always a good thing. I don't remember how to make a trapdoor. I haven't done that in a while. Okay, I'm really liking the look of this. Oh, we don't have anything in there. Okay. Get rid of that. Serve no purpose to us anymore. You may be there. Look at that. That is looking mighty fine. I'll line the edge maybe with some flowers. Alright, so step back. I really like that. Alright. I think we're kind of getting close to being able to go fetch us some horses. Let me offload some stuff, and I do think I have some leads. There have been, I think, when I made the cactus farm, certainly, there have been an unfortunate number of llama deaths, I think, on the farm, and so that has left us with a bit of an abundance of leads. Now let's go try to find some horses. We need 3. There's usually some hanging out by us, so let's see if we can lure them back to their new home. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna get some torches before I see you over there, beautiful. And before I do, I'm gonna, should I try to be brave and light this up a little bit? I'm gonna be brave. Oh, okay, well, Dave, you're out for my blood. Please forget about me and don't kill that horse. How long does it take for them to go away? Are they just like there now? Oh, Mrs. Legion, what have you done? You silly goose. Yep, they're still there and they're still right by my horse. Cool. So what are the odds if I go, oh, did one go away? Okay, maybe the other one will go away. I was trying to do a good thing, or what I thought would be a helpful thing, of going down there and throwing some torches down in the hopes that I wouldn't hear the noises anymore go away. Alright, so let's get some dirt, we'll cover this up. Level up this ground. Nobody needs you. I'm just going on a hope and a prayer that our creeper friend went away. So he kind of wandered that way. The horse did, that is. Now that I've started this, I am thinking that it is a good idea to get this covered up. Doesn't have to be perfect. I can always put another sign for Mrs. Legion, another reminder sign. Alright, I thought a good decorative aspect to kind of, I don't know, mix up the color here or make it a little more interesting is I might try to add some dark oak fence posts to it. I don't know. I don't even know if it'll let me do this, and if it does, if it'll look okay. I don't know if I like that. I do want to add them somewhere. Let's see. I want to mix it up a little bit. Here. Okay, I like that, but I can't do it on the other side because I'm a farm. And I don't want to get rid of this row of farm either. Maybe we can do just so. We could do just like this, and I don't know, just not plant stuff there anymore. Where is fear? Oh. How did I get that many wheat seeds from it? I only did 4. Granted, I did already have some wheat seeds in my inventory. Probably what it was. Okay. Now at least that is equal on either side. I might come in here as well. And I don't know, put some running back. You know what? I normally hate that sort of thing, but I honestly kind of like it. I normally hate when fences jut out of walls like that or jut out of blocks. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that in all of them. And it just so happens I have the perfect amount. That's very unlike Mrs. Legion to have the perfect amount for something. There we go. I thought that would just, let's step back. I thought that'd kind of mix up the color a bit. And then I think to kind of mirror what I did on a lot of my buildings on this central part of the base is I'm going to put some leaf blocks on the top. I think between that, the sort of small amount of dark oak accents, excuse me, I think that should wrap up the actual stable building. So let's see, where do I have them? I have them here. Berg. I don't know how many I'll need. I don't know. We'll go with that. Don't you spit at me. I heard you spitting. Don't be nasty. All right. So what is a Mrs. Legion to stand on? Mrs. Legion is going to stand on some dirt. Okay. So I am going to, let's see, hook us up with some scaffolding. Yeah, I don't know how many of these I'll need, but I do kind of like, I always like the way it looks from the ground. I always think it looks really cool. And it's kind of like the situation with the roof on the vacation home. I don't know. I guess with this, I'll have to see how it looks from the ground, but I don't technically need to fill in this middle section here because I don't think you'll probably be able to notice it from the ground. But is it going to be the kind of thing at the end of the day where there goes one. I need my shears. Is it going to be the kind of thing at the end of the day where it really just bugs me? I'm just going to do it. I think it will bug me knowing that it is not filled in. That is just my brain. Wondering why this oak isn't regrowing. Oh, that honestly, I did not plan that. I could not have planned that in a billion years, citizens. That was honestly the best thing that might have been the best thing that's happened to me all day. Apart from those new episodes of Bridgerton, I was watching those. That's the second best thing that's happened to me today. Alright, so this, I am hoping 38 is enough. That's all I can reach, so it's going to have to be enough. let's finish that up. And then I do think maybe I'll put a sign up there. Do I have a sign? And I'll get a sign, I think between the leaf blocks and the sign, I think that will be, that'll be done so for the exterior of the stable. So let's see. Yep, I do have a sign. I'll bring 2 because I'll want one for the bee farm eventually. I'll just keep it in my backpack. All right, let's go finish. This, I haven't really seen what the grass blocks looks like from the ground, from the front, so this gives me a chance to do that anyway. Ooh, I really like that. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. We're gonna stick with that. Okay, right now I'm Googling horse puns because I genuinely, there's some really good ones, but I feel like it wouldn't be any that you'd put on a sign. Okay. This is what I think I'm gonna do. Oh, well, I've got caps lock on as usual, so why wouldn't I? Quit fooling around stable. No fooling around over here. Okay, so I really, really like this. So that's the exterior done. So what we have next, I'm looking at my IRL list, if you hear rustling paper, is we need to actually get the horses. I have leads. We need to get 3 horses. I want to get armor for them, saddles, and name tags. So I've been working on leveling up a librarian to master level so that he will get me name tags. I'm working on getting enough leather to make the other stuff. So that's going to be a bit of a boring bit. So they need to breed some more. I promise I'll only show you the interesting things, you know, relatively speaking. Hello, fellas. I'm so sorry for all your losses. We'll check back in. We'll check back in with them later. I can hardly talk. Right now, I'm going to get some trades going, and I'm going to work on this master librarian situation. He's at a journeyman, I think. Journeyman, which I think it's isn't a journeyman expert than master. So I'm going to keep working on some trade, stick, trade, and then I will get back with you when I am done. Oh, he doesn't look happy. I took his bed. Oh. Sorry, fella. Look at that. I just came to check on these trees and by golly, I'm having a fine day in Minecraft here. You will hear 0 complaints from me today. Ooh, I need one more trade off of him, I think. One more trade. Let's see. No name tags yet. Okay. But you like me. You're offering me discounts. Oh, he is a master. Okay. So, are you... Oh, you are gonna offer me a name tag. All right. I just need 19 emeralds. Okay, so at least I know you're offering it. You do have it on offer, so... What beef 19 times 3? While I'm walking, so I don't have my phone. Let's see if I can do it in my head. 57? Did I do a math? Is 19 times 3 57? Mrs. Legion might have done a math. Okay, this is a really fun part. So while we're waiting to resolve the name tag and saddle and armor situation, let's go get ourselves some horses, kids. Let's try and see what happens. All right, so I have my leads here. I'm kind of intimidated. I've never, I don't think, tried to deal with a horse in Minecraft. There's usually, oh yeah, I was gonna say, there's usually one chilling over here. And I think I covered up, if not the whole bad place and most of the bad place. Here you go, friend. No? You don't like that? Oh, did you like that? Are you gonna follow me? Yay! Look, guys, I did it! I have a horse, which is probably like a very mild to moderate, leaning more towards mild accomplishment as far as Minecraft goes, but I got a horse. Can he get up over this hump? We can take a shortcut? All right, awesome. They are cooking. Mrs. Legion is not in a bad mood at all today, not at all. Okay, so you fella... Are you a fella or not a fella? I don't know. I'll decide if they're fellas or not fellas when I make them name tags. But for right now, let's get you settled. And then we need to find 2 of your comrades somewhere. Oh, can he not get in here? Okay, so you come in here. I'm going to figure out the fence thing. You come in. Come on, fella. Okay, so I tie the lead to something? Tie it to this fence? Okay, I think that's what you do. Yeah, because I'm afraid if I undo that, then I will somehow make it so that he's able to escape. Don't want that. So let's see. Got any more horses? Drag you all the way down here. Ooh. Look, I'm going to wait till morning. How about this? How about we have a sleepover and just please say you're still here in the morning. Okay, so I do see a few nearby, so that is good. The bad news is, okay, bad news is, brother, you're gonna get a little bit of exercise in. Please keep following me. Don't want this all to be for nothing. Okay, we'll go baby steps. Oh, baby steps. I think what I should do for the horse names is I'm gonna let each of the legionaries pick a name for each of the horse. 3 horses, 3 legionaries. So yeah, since I don't have any really great ideas, that's what I'm gonna do. I can see its friend in the distance. I love the stables. I am really, really pleased with how that turned out. Paranoid gonna run away. When I check in with the little legionaries before bedtime, I'm gonna ask them what they think. What they think I should name the horses. All right, you come over here. Oh, and I can let them pick maybe, because I think you can dye armor. I'd let them pick the name and then the color armor for their horsey. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Come on, fella. All right, awesome sauce. So now we just gotta find one more. Yay. Don't run off on me, fella / sis. All right, yay. They quit fooling around stable is complete. Apart from the armor and the saddles and all that. And the name tags. But essentially it is complete, because that is all just kind of like vanity type of stuff. I want to get it all sorted out completely before we move on to the bee garden. So now, I was going to make sticks. So now we have that librarian leveled up to master, and we know that we need 50. I'm going to check back in with you when I have 57 emeralds. Goodness sake. Price gouging. All right, so I have the armor situation figured out. I don't know what video it was, but I had been on a trek to find, maybe it was on my trek to find cactus, like way back in the day, because I wanted green dye. I had looted some chests. I found golden horse armor, and there was a whole thing where I was like misunderstanding to use that for. So anyway, I have random golden horse armor, so I think I'm going to give the middle one that, and give the 2 on the sides some normal leather armor, but I am going to let the big kids decide what color. Oh, does it not let me? Okay. Heading to going to bed, and then I'll head to Google. So apparently it wants me to tame it first. It says tame it by riding it repeatedly until oh, okay. Until red hearts appear. Okay. We're getting somewhere. You let okay. It said to keep trying. That's what Google said. Keep trying and it'll, I don't know, it'll love me. Hello, baby. Oh, it loves me. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so how do I get up? Like, I don't want to hurt it. All right, let's see. Can I do it now? Oh my gosh, look at you. You are resplendent. Or resplendent, look at you. And we're friends. And we're best friends forever. Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna get dye for the other ones and get the legionaries in here and ask them what color, but man, I'm excited about that gold horse armor. I really am. All right, I have the middle legionary here, and I want to know what I should name one of the horses and what color she wants for that horse's armor.
You should name it Bluey and make the armor blue.
Shocking. Okay. And oldest legionary?
It depends if it's a boy or a girl.
That is indeterminate. You can pick, because I have no way of knowing.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a girl, because I'm a girl, and give it pink armor, because pink is the best color, and name it Spring, because I like that name.
Okay, that works for me. So we have blue, bluey, and pink Spring. Love it. Thank you. Legion just asks, like, can you dye horse armor? Can you make it different colors? Yes, my friend. I knew something Legion didn't know. All right, so while we're waiting on the name tags, we can at least put the armor on the horses. We cannot officially name them without the name tags, so we can, like, unofficially name them. I feel like when I have the name tags, I should do some kind of special naming ceremony. That would be fun. All right, so I'm just going to go left to right. I guess you can be Bluey. Whoa, jump scare. Okay, let me ride you. Bluey's stubborn, like it's namesake. I know, we're not like riding anywhere fun. We're just in your stable. Yay! Okay, so shift. Awesome. Thank you, Bluey. Okay, thank you, Bluey. And look at you. There we go. You are resplendent. Like just like your friend next door. Look at you. Alright, so now I think we still have plenty of time in the Minecraft day. Let's come over here and Spring. Let's us become friends. Okay, let's come out here. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Bluey, soon to be named, and Spring. I love it. I'm obsessed. So last thing we need is we need a name for that third one, which I'll get in the morning and report back to you. And we need the saddles and name tags. And then we can call the stable done. And we'll move on to our bee farm. Bee garden, bee farm. I don't know. We'll call it a garden. That sounds more peaceful and relaxing for them. All right. Let's see. Oh, I have no wood. No wood be no good. I think anytime I need sticks from going for it, I'm going to just use cherry blossom. The drop rate is like insane. It's chaotic. I feel like last time I've tried to grow oak, the drop rate has been like more disappointing than I thought it was. Yeah, yeah, that was a problem I was going to solve is I was going to get an oak sapling. It like the past 3 times I think it has not dropped me any. But what I might do in the meantime, I might procure some cherry blossom leaves too. I didn't think about that with the whole pink and white stable thing, that would be a thing that might look cool. Since they're kind of just like needlessly glomming onto the other trees. Let's see. Get in there. Oh no, there's my shears gone. That's okay. I don't have iron on me. That's cool. I got enough. I have enough. Thank you for your sacrifice. Well, I suppose while we're waiting, we can just go get 2 of the name tags because we do have enough for 2. Yay! Okay, so we need, 11. My math was correct. I did a math today. I don't do it every day, but I did one just now. Alright, so we can head to our anvil, which I think my anvil is over here. Alright, so we have Bluey. Yay! And we have Spring. We've got Bluey, we've got Spring, and trees grown. Yay! We have 17 emeralds. This is awesome. This is awesome. This has been like literally one of the best recording sessions ever. Very psyched. Nope, not you. Oh, is 19? That's fine. It's still been the best recording session ever. I only need 2 more. I can live with that. I'm gonna step back and wait for one of these to grow. It did it! My voice is magic. People say Legion's voice is relaxing, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say my voice is better because my voice is magic. Voice probably's never done anything like that. I'm gonna go right out on a tree limb. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna put up these cherry blossom leaves. I don't know. Let's see, because I already put green ones up. I might add some pinks, intersperse it somehow. Can I have them like hanging? Can I have pink leaves just straight up hanging off of here? Let's see. Hello, Bluey. You'll have your name tag ceremony imminently as soon as I am able to get the 3rd one. Okay, Mrs. Legion Likey. Mrs. Legion Likey. Okay, so that is for sure what we're gonna do. Yep, love it. From the side you get a view of the green ones, and then from the front you get the pink one. I love it. Kind of just a random decorative element. I thought if I've got all these pretty leaves, look at it. It looks like they're falling. That is pure magic. I love it. Come on, friend. May as well get. You know what, I'll get a few more just for the heck of it. I will keep a bunch of sticks here, but you like me to do business with you, not you. Yay! Okay, I am psyched. So let's go anvil this bad boy. Do this. Actually, before I gotta ask the little one's opinion before I do the anvil thing. So let's head over. We'll do a brief but tasteful. Let's head over to the stables. We'll do a brief but tasteful naming ceremony. Brief but tasteful. That's what they will put on my gravestone. All right. I dub thee Bluey. Bluey of the Mrs. Legion stable. All right. That was brief but tasteful. Now Spring. Spring. I dub thee Spring of the Quit Fooling Around Mrs. Legion stable. Look at that. Yay. All right. So in the real life morning, not just a Minecraft morning, I'm going to ask Baby Legion what she thinks the gold one should be. And then that is it. That is it. Our horse stable is complete. So what I'm going to do now to kind of wrap up this stable adventure is make some saddles. I don't know how much leather I have. I've been going through my leather stores pretty darn quickly. I have 3 horses. I need 9. Okay, so I don't think I have really any other option because they're not going to go away. You know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to play a little peekaboo. I don't think they'll leave me alone. Oh, they know I'm here. Will they? I mean, I have to go that way. Dang, what is it, like their beehive or something? I mean, they're not very smart. They have to see me. Just get out of here. Scram. Scram. There we go. Goodness sake. All because I'm trying to find a heckin' beehive. Look at them. Oh, they went down like little babies. Now I'm going in the wrong direction. They distracted me. Okay, so I gotta go back this way. What? Little jerk faces. Who knew that a hunt for bees could be so difficult? Okay, so there is. Gotta be around here somewhere, fella. Okay, the hive, or the hive, whatever's allegedly around here somewhere. Where is your residence? Where is your residence? I'm so bewildered. Like, where do you live? Now it is almost night, and I don't remember where I put my bed. Let's look at the map again, because I spectacularly messed that up. Legion might have predicted that would happen. Okay, but let's try that again. Let's try this again. Are we going in the right direction? First of all. Okay. Going in the right direction. Let's go back where we were. And I mean, supposedly, according to the map, there are 2 over there. Yeah. I think this is the one I was trying to get at last Minecraft night. Not find where the actual hive was. Okay. There is a bee. Where do you live? I'm not gonna like take your home, but I kind of need to for the project I'm working on. I need to take your home. That's it. Oh, okay. I see it. Oh, I should have thought about bringing a campfire. How do you make a campfire? Should have thought about bringing a campfire. I don't remember how to make one. Probably not with anything I've... Oh, you know what? Does it have to be stripped? I don't even have a crafting table. Goodness sake. But I hear something that wants to kill me, I think. Just come be done with it. Just come be done with it. I'm gonna try this again, and I don't know. How did it work? Oh, no way. Okay, that worked. I remembered a trick that Legion had told, or a tip that Legion had given me about using a campfire and trapdoors, because I was feeling impatient. I did not want to wait till nighttime. But that worked, yeah, and it says it has 2 bees inside. Let's come over here. We will keep that on the back burner while we check on our cows, because I do want to finish the stable. I don't know, I get too distracted when I'm trying to do 2 things at once, but I was trying to multitask while these cows bred a little more. Let's see, because we need... What do we need? We need 3 more leather. All right. Oh, let's see what these chuckleheads are up to. Nope. Is that all there was before? Like, I'm impatient to get this done. I think they're overestimating? Underestimating? I don't know. Yeah, that was the one that I don't need. They don't have a good sense of how patient I am, let's just say. All right, we are equipped with our 3 saddles, but now I wanted to check in with our littlest Legion. What's a pretty name for a horsey?
No, horsey.
What should I name the horsey? Goodness, well, you heard it here first. We have our 3rd horsey name, and that is No Horsey. So let us go give it a name tag. Hello, No Horsey. Did I put a name on it? You have to put a name on it. All right, let's get on up here and we will name No Horsey. No Horsey. All right, so we have our 3 new BFFs. I've never like had a horse. Yay. Okay, that was easy. Once we got our leather, that is not so difficult. Let's do this one. We have Bluey. Good morning, Bluey. I feel like if they're tethered, you shouldn't need to close the gates, but I don't know. I worry about my friends. There we go, and we have Spring. Spring, Bluey, and No Horsey. That, I think, is our stable complete, so now we are going to move on to our bee garden. And as you guys saw, I was, after some strife, able to get us a bee's nest, so let's go. I'm thinking I want to put it here. This way I kind of just have all, like, my animal sorts of things in the same place. If you want to count bees and animal, I'm willing to, for the sake of this video. I'm going to put it here. So... let's do some oak. I want the walls to be mainly glass, not the ceiling to be glass. So start out with this oak, and I'll get to you once I'm done creating the husk of the building, if you will. All right, so that is the wall done. Let me procure my glass. And I'll toss some of the stuff up here that we're done with for the time being. We have, the 1 bee's nest, and then I had one kind of like randomly in my inventory that I had tried to collect at one point and it hadn't gone well for me. So I don't know, maybe I can like revitalize it somehow. I'm not sure exactly if that's how it works, but we're sure gonna try to give it some more pep in its step again. I'm thinking, just for the sake of, I don't know if you'd call it symmetry or not in this case, but I might just make it as tall as the stable. I don't know why, but I feel like if I don't, it would just bother me. What do bees shorten a high five to? Oh, okay. What do they shorten it to? You're silly goose. Get out of here with your funny jokes. I am making a bee thing. I'm making I'm gonna try to make a bee garden. I was able to successfully get a bee's nest without getting poisoned by bee. What do they have? Like venom? Bee with bees, bad bee stuff. Didn't get poisoned. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go make a ton more of this. So I'm gonna do that and then I will get back to you. Alright, I think we have enough glass. Back to it. I recently updated, or I should say Legion recently updated the version of Minecraft I'm on, and I don't know, like, those things in the bottom right corner of the screen, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna have to Google that. I just noticed I was down there. I don't have any clue what that is. Hopefully it's a good thing. This project's been going along pretty well apart from the bee drama we were just going through. Hopefully it's something good. Now here comes the difficulty of me wanting to make roof. Now I'm not gonna have enough glass. Groovy. I'm one short. Why am I always one? I'm literally always one short of everything. It is annoying. And that's not even an exaggeration for... I can't even... if I had a nickel for every time I was one short of something that I needed, I'd have at least 25 cents. Handful of times. Or what do you want to... Okay.
Everyone, y'all subscribe to Miss Legion, y'all. She's radio.
You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Isn't that the expression? I don't know. Oldest Mrs. Legion is reminding everyone who watches this to subscribe, and I agree. That would certainly mean a lot if you did. Brad, get out of here. It is so funny. Alright. Trying to borrow slang from my generation, kind of even almost a generation before me. Gen X thing as well. Alright, silly geese. Yeah, one short. Whee! Okay, so that is done. Although I will need more... let's see. I might need more glass though, because I also need to make like a front to it. Would be pretty helpful. Doopy doop. Yeah, I might make more glass because I think it'd be cool if just the whole thing here was glass. Good. Keep an eye on the bees' comings and goings throughout the day. Did one grow over here? Well, would you look at that? Almost like it knew I was doing this. Okay, I'm gonna try something. And I'm gonna see if it works the same as it did in the forest. Let me put this back. If it didn't work the same as it did in the forest, that could mean danger for me, so let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, but it has to be... okay. Thinking back to Legion's guidance on how to do this. Then just make a run for it? Did that work? Oh, that worked. Awesome. I listened to something Legion said and it panned out well for me. It has to happen once in a blue moon. Sometimes he gives good advice. That was awesome. Is that all? Like, with class? Like, how can you even tell? I think I got everything. Guess I can tell if I walk up there and fall in. Nope. I think that's all of it. Good. Alright. Alright, so that is the exterior of our bee garden. So I'm really excited about that. Let's brainstorm what we're going to want to do inside. I don't know how many nests I want to end up having right now. I have this kind of deceased one that I was hoping to revive. So I have 3. That's not a bad start. 2 of them actually have bees inside. We have 4 bees. Can you just like stick them on a wall? You can just stick them on a wall. Groovy. All right, so don't fly away. Don't do that either. I didn't mean to do that. Brr. They fly away. That would be just the luck, wouldn't it? No, I don't think they did. Okay. Close the door at all times, Mrs. Legion. So now what we need is some campfires and some trapdoors. Oh, look at you. It's going to be the thing though, is getting out of there quick. I remember seeing Legions on one of his videos and he had to get out there pretty darn quick. So we have 3. Groovy. I'm in need of more logs. Oh, look at them. I love that. I'm gonna get some flowers while I'm over here. And we'll start decorating. Start pollinating, breeding, decorating. I don't know. Let's see. We'll give them like a... well, I want to keep a chest in there with just like a kind of backlog of ones to feed them with, but let's give them a pop of color in there as well. I don't want these things to go crazy. Oh, that's the thing. How am I supposed to get... There we go. Let's see if I can... Oh, but see, then running into that problem of they can't be next to each other. So here, let's work on this one over here. I might have to, when the bees are asleep, I might have to scoot that one. Actually, I don't think there are any bees. Yeah, I'll scoot that one when the bees are asleep. How did I even get this one? Oop, how did I even get this one facing that way? Excuse me, fella. That gonna be a problem. In the meantime, while waiting for the bees to go to sleep, we can decorate a bit. Let's get a chest here and fill it with flowers to feed them. After we're done decorating, let's see, where do we want to put these? Where do you guys want them? Anywhere? Willy-nilly? Oh yeah, I was gonna give you guys a ton. Let's see. You guys are happy. Look at you. That's what we like at Mrs. Legion's farm. Happy little bees. Awesome. I have 1 billion bees and how do I find out how many's in there? Well, yeah, I mean like per hive. Like how many live? I guess I'll have to see one. Like how many live in like a specific hive? Because this one had been dead, like a dead husk of a hive. And I wanted to know if it had been like revitalized at all. Like if bees were going to go back. I guess I'll see if it drips honey. All right, so while I wait for the bees to go to sleep so I can swap that one around, I'm going to work on the rest of the roof to this because I'm not going to leave it looking this plain. We like to get a little extra sometimes. What I'm going to do is I think it was Middle Legion had said I should put grass blocks and vines as a roof, so I thought that was a pretty good idea, which of course I don't have enough. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of how many I'll need. I'm gonna need to shear a lot of trees. So let's do that. And let's go get some vines. I think I have vines in my storage room. All right, so Legion was helping me with some off-cam work, and I come back to my base and I find this. Clean your inventory. That is very insulting, and he did. He did it for me. Sometimes he doesn't do it in exactly the way that I like, but we can always fix his mistakes at a later date. All right, so I was able to get 5 hives in here. I did have to move the one from the back, just because the way that I had it laid out, I wouldn't have been able to flip up the trapdoors for the campfires. But I like how this turned out. I like that I was kind of able to have one in the center too. I like the way that it looks. Last time I recorded this was just kind of blank, like this one, or blank, empty, I don't know. But since I've been on, it is starting to kind of populate, so I'm glad about that. Now, my goal for the rest of this video is just to get them all fully functioning. Nom nom nom. There we go. Where'd you go? All right, well, they mature a bit. I'm gonna go put this back. Did he make an acacia sign? Why did he make oh, yeah, because he had to blend woods. I didn't really want to blend woods, but here we are. This is a situation that we're in. Now, we are cleaning up his mess. Let's go take this. We will put it back in our inventory. We will keep things the way we want it, and so on and so forth. Honestly, the cheek of him. Can you believe it? The cheek. I'm gonna take down his acacia sign too. See how he likes it. Alright, I cleaned my inventory. Goodness sake. He's gonna get that sign removed, and he's gonna be glad that I am not in the same room with him to argue with him. Let's came across these ferns. I forgot I had these in my inventory. So this might be something we could plan out here. You on each side of the door. I never really use them for anything. Oh, and our vines are growing. Awesome. That had been, I think I mentioned last time that had been an idea that my Middle Legionary had. She thought it'd be cool to have some grass blocks and some vines. Thank you to her for such a wonderful idea. Okay, so this other one does look like it is kind of taken hold. Let's get in there while it's daytime and let's see if we can't entice some of our bee friends to mate. And the thing I don't like about it is you can't tell like how many bees live in each one. So, I mean, with me not knowing, I'm just going to have to guess that they're going to look the exact same as those ones over there. So once these two look exactly the same ones over there, that is a kind of a sign to me that what we're doing is working. While we're waiting, why don't we say hello to our equestrian friends? Hi there, Bluey. Nice to see ya. No Horsey, good to see you as well in a spring. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you guys thriving. Legion told me with honey, if I collected in a glass bottle, I could use that to make honey blocks, which is something that I could use to kind of ensnare villagers, which could come in handy in the future. So I think I am going to make sure I fill them up. I do have, how many do I have already? I do have 2 already. Yeah, because then you could do it. That's cool. You could do it without them attacking you, which is nice. Because I got attacked by bees so much in the making of this video. I'm probably not going to show it all, but there's been so much violence cast upon me by these dang bees here. Nice. Okay. I love it. I'll have to try that out. I'll have to try and see. Okay, fellas. Maybe, yeah, in some off-cam work, I will see what the honey blocks do. Man, they are just thriving. Okay. So I wondered, how do I make these 2 look like that one? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do some Googling and then, yeah, I'll get back to you. It says a Minecraft beehive or nest is full and ready for harvest when its texture changes to show golden honey dripping from the sides and holes appear covered in honey. So it says a full hive, honey level 5 will also visibly drip honey particles if there's a space on it, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, them not looking similar to the other 2 makes me think that they are not full yet. So these, it looks like you got some work ahead of you. Giving you poppies, I mean, goodness. What else do I have to do? Apart from I should not probably open those trapdoors. I hear it. I hear them, the honey plopping away in there. All right. I do love these vines. I'm gonna have to congratulate a middle one. That was just a fantastic idea. All right. I think I'm just gonna not harvest any honey for the next few Minecraft days and then just see what keeps happening with these empty hives. Yeah, because I'm thinking maybe if I don't harvest any honey, that will leave it completely full and they will want to spread to another one. That's kind of my thought process right now. I don't know. I'll leave them alone, sort themselves out, and yeah, I guess do something more off cam. I really just wanted to end this video with them, with all the hives looking full, for goodness sake. I want to see if I can actually see one go in there, because I see smoke. Makes me think something, is happening. I want to see one go in there. Of course, they're not going to do it if I'm watching. Not going to let me see them go in there. All right, so they're kind of starting to fill up a little bit. I can see. So we're on the we're on the right track. Let's eat up first. On the right track. I'm hoping maybe if I give them a couple more feedings, give them a couple of more Minecraft days, I'm feeling optimistic. I think we're gonna get these filled up by the end of the video. You boys want to eat? Want to eat before bedtime? Mama Legion's got some poppies. Give all these ones a little love. Let's fill up these hives. Oh, so can you make them grow? Is I'm wondering. Whoop. Is that what it's doing when it does like the green things? Does that mean it's growing? I want you to. Oh, here we go. Okay. Come on, 2 more hives. Come on, bees. Happy little bees. Come on, happy little bees. Be happy. Be happy. I want those hives full. Now, like, how do I get out? They're too happy. I've made you guys too happy, and I'm not unhappy that you're happy. I wanted you to be happy just a second ago, but I feel like I'm gonna leave and I don't want you to escape. Gosh, 30, 40 of you? There has to be 30 or 40 of you. See, and you've even the poppies. Just, I don't know. Do what you gotta do, get to work, fill this up. I'm not playing around. All of these this has got to count for something, all of these poppies. I had better wake up to some, I don't know, some more honey dripping off of there. I want you to go back. It's starting to scare me, and I mean, I know they like me right now, but the way I play the game, like, that could change literally at any moment's notice. It could change at any moment. And I definitely feel like we should give this place a name. We have the Quit Fooling Around stable. Give this one something corny too. We'll call it Mrs. Jen or a word bees. Alright, I think that sounds nice. The honey haven for wayward bees. Bees be irritating me, I'm gonna tell you that for free. Alright, so let us. Alright, so Legion just told me that they look different because they are nests, not hives, or hives, not nests. So, yeah, so apparently that is they're doing what they're supposed to do. But now I want to try to put some more campfires down because I feel like I have too many bees. I have a too many bee problem. Let's see. All right, so I fit about as many hives and or slash nests in there as I can fit. I think we've got a good bunch of bees, a lot of honey dripping. I think we've got ourselves a pretty good collection there. Nice new additions to our Mrs. Legion family. So I think that is it. So let's say goodbye to our horsey friends and then we will call it a video. Goodbye, Bluey. Goodbye, Spring. And goodbye, no horsey. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching me build a stable and bee garden / bee farm / whatever. And I will catch you in the next one, citizens. See you.